Hello everybody, welcome to online lecture in RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are study about common human diseases. So here disease means a condition of the body where person is not feeling well, or some problems are there, due to that person is uneasy. This is the word means uneasy. So that there are some common human diseases such as congenital disease and acquired disease. Congenital disease, which are the inborn disease, or they are coming from the birth. They may be permanent or temporarily, and they causing a disease. So these congenital disease, which are related with genetical problems or other problems which are related to our health. Then second, which is acquired disease. Acquired disease which are developed after the birth. It may be of two types, that is communicable disease and non-communicable disease. So very first, communicable disease, that communicable disease which are caused due to the infection or from the infected person to the healthy person. Then second, which is a non-communicable disease, which are not caused due to the infection by the infected person to healthy person. So here communicable disease which are coming from infected person to healthy person via certain things or agent. It may be called as pathogens. It may be called as pathogen. What is pathogen? Pathogen, it is a disease causing agent. It may be bacteria, virus, or other things which are responsible for causing a disease. So pathogens or vector. For example, malaria is caused due to the biting of female Anopheles mosquito. But actually, the female Anopheles mosquito is not responsible for the disease, but there is a pathogen which is carried by the female Anopheles mosquito, and that pathogen is the Plasmodium vivax. So here the communicable disease which is caused due to the pathogens or vectors, or which are the disease causing agent or vector, it may be present inside the body of the host or outside the body. So according to their position, it may be ectoparasite or endoparasite, or they are present inside the body of the host. So here some of the common human disease, one of them which is the malaria. In Marathi it is called hiv-tap. Hiv-tap. Causative agent. Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium vivax. It is a causative agent of the malarial malarial disease, but it is transmitted through the vector. Transmitted through the vector. Vector means things which are carrying a pathogens. आता pathogen कुठला आहे? तो Plasmodium vivax, which is the malarial parasite. That malarial parasite which is carried by the female Anopheles mosquito, and after the biting of the female Anopheles mosquito, that Plasmodium vivax is enter in the body of the host. So here Plasmodium vivax is the malarial parasite which is transmitted through the vector, that is a female Anopheles mosquito. So here some important sign and symptoms. Sign and symptoms of malarial disease. As its name indicates that hiwtap or malaria, मराठीत त्याला थंडी आणि ताप, हिव आणि ताप असं म्हणलेलं. सो हियर द मलेरिया is caused due to the malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium vivax, through the vector female Anopheles mosquito. Normally the mosquito which are enter at the time of evening in our home through the door or windows, so that at that time the malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium vivax, is present actually in the body of the host. But by the biting of that female Anopheles mosquito to the infected person at the time of evening, that malarial parasite which is actually present in the periphery of the infected person, हा इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन जो आहे की ज्या व्यक्तीच्या शरीरामध्ये हा मलेरियल पॅरासाइट किंवा ज्याला आपण प्लास्मोडियम व्हायरस म्हटलेले, हा तो संध्याकाळच्या वेळेला असा पेरिफेरल आला असतो. बरोबर त्याच वेळेला तो फिमेल ॲनोफिलिस मॉस्किटो जो तो काय करतो, तो त्या व्यक्तीला चावल्यानंतर त्याच्याकडून तो दुसरीकडे त्या ठिकाणी तो काय करतो, तो सॅम्पल त्या ठिकाणी तो द्यायचं काम करतो. म्हणजे ॲक्च्युली द फिमेल ॲनोफिलिस मॉस्किटो इट इज द व्हेक्टर or it is responsible for to carry the malarial parasite, and then that female Anopheles mosquito bite to the healthy person. In this way, that malarial parasite which is transmitted from one person to the another person or infected person to the healthy person. There are some common symptoms, that is high fever, headache, along with shivering or chills, then joint pains, etc. are the common symptoms of the malarial parasite. There are other classical symptoms which are the cyclic temperature or cyclic high fever which is occurs in the infected person. Due to that, the person is abnormal and showing high temperature, chills, headache, as well as joint pains is there. Then after few days, person also showing vomiting. Then they are also showing rupturing of RBCs. Due to that, the urine color is changed. It may be reddish, or it is due to the rupturing of the RBC, or it is called as hemoglobinuria. That is, urine contains hemoglobin or RBC, so that its color also changes. So it is one of the important symptoms. Then there is also infection to the liver, so it is called as hepatomegaly, or the liver is get infected or which get enlarged or swelling, and there is also some pains. Then there is also retinal damage, or the eyesight may be poor or it may be damaged, and there are also some problems which occur in brain, or there is a problems caused due to the cerebral hemisphere, or which is called as cerebral malaria. So these are the common symptoms of the disease, that is malaria. So here the malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium vivax, which is transmitted from infected person to healthy person, and they show certain steps or their stages. In that stages, very first, that Plasmodium vivax, which are enters in our body and forming a sporocyte, that sporocyte which are converted into cenocytes, and then it is responsible for forming gametocytes within the erythrocytes, so that the erythrocytes get ruptured and the oxygen gain capacity also increase. It is one of the another symptoms, so that there is a increase in temperature. So that diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosis and temperature. Treatment. Diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosis is by checking a blood or blood smear by microscopic study, and treatment is required to that is a chloroquine, which is the best medicine for the controlling the malarial parasite. For that purpose, prevention is very important, that is use mosquito net at the time of night. Then there is also use a mosquito repellent or insect repellent such as good night or tortoise mosquito coils, which are very effective and it may be helpful us. There is also spraying of insecticide during stagnant water, and to use also in drainage water, so that the eggs which are laying by mosquito which are get damaged. Then mosquito larvae also controlled by using fish like Gombosa fish or Gombosa fish or freshwater fish, which are very effective to control the larvae of the mosquito. So it is one of the best control for the mosquito. Then next disease, that is amoebiasis or amoebiasis. It is also known as amoebic dysentery. It is also known as amoebic dysentery. It is caused due to unhygienic food, and it is a common infection to gastrointestinal tract. Gastrointestinal tract. Near about 15% population of India is infected due to the amoebic dysentery, and it is caused due to the parasite which is called as Entamoeba histolytica. So causative agent agent is Entamoeba histolytica. Histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica is responsible for amoebic dysentery. Its sign and symptoms: sign and symptoms. Due to the infection of Entamoeba histolytica, there is a dysentery, which is called as diarrhea. During this condition, loose motion as well as vomiting may be also occurs. There are abdominal pains, and if the condition is persistent, the dysentery is also persistent along with blood, and there is also another symptoms like that: liver abscess along with pains. Mode of transmission. Mode of transmission. Mode of transmission. Mode of transmission. Entamoeba histolytica is transmitted through fecal oral route. Fecal oral route means it is transmitted through the fecal matter or waste material of the infected person, and it is due to the by eating unhygienic food material, by infected hands or infected food material, or drinking infected water or contaminated food material. So it is the mode of transmission. Then diagnosis and treatment. Then diagnosis and treatment. It is diagnosed with microscopic checking of fecal material or waste material of the infected person. आता इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन जे आहेत त्या इन्फेक्टेड पर्सनचं फिकल मटेरियल किंवा वेस्ट मटेरियल जे आहेत ह्या फिकल मटेरियल किंवा वेस्ट मटेरियल किंवा ज्याला आपण स्टूल सॅम्पल म्हणतो किंवा त्या व्यक्तीची विष्ठा जी आहे तर ती विष्ठा मायक्रोस्कोपली त्या ठिकाणी चेक केल्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला तो पॅरासाईट त्या ठिकाणी आहे किंवा नाही हे त्या ठिकाणी बघतात किंवा एंटामोeba हिस्टोलिटिका जो आहे तो त्या ठिकाणी आहे की नाही ते बघतात. जनरली इरेग्युलर शेपचा असा तो ॲनिमल आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये मुवमेंट ही जी इरेग्युलर अशी मुवमेंट त्या ठिकाणी पाहिलं. अशा प्रकारचा हा एंटामोeba हिस्टोलिटिका जो आहे तो त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला तो मायक्रोस्कोप खाली बघता येतो. मग याचं डायग्नोसिस ज्यावेळेस होतं त्यावेळेला किंवा जी मायक्रोस्कोपिक ट्रीटमेंट होती त्यामध्ये त्याची जर टेस्ट पॉझिटिव्ह आली तर त्यावरती आपल्याला त्याच्यावरती ट्रीटमेंट करतात. मग ट्रीटमेंट काय त्यासाठी काही विशिष्ट अशा प्रकारचे औषधं जे आहेत ते औषधं उपयोगात येतात किंवा उपचार यूज अगेन्स्ट एंटामोeba हिस्टोलिटिका or for the treatment of amoebiasis. The medicine like metronidazole or tinidazole, these are the effective for the treatment of malarial parasite, that is amoebiasis, that is Entamoeba histolytica. Prevention and control. There is best control is that wash the hand after using the toilet, and after changing the diaper of the small children. Then second important prevention is that drink the boiled water or chlorinated water is very important, and it is helpful to control the Entamoeba histolytica. Or the vegetables must be properly washed with chlorine or chlorine water and there is a proper sanitary facilities essential. Due to the proper sanitary facilities, the sewage water is properly disposed and such parasites are controlled. Then third, disease is ascariasis. Causative agent. Ascariasis is the disease caused due to the infection of endoparasite, that is Ascaris. Ascaris is the endoparasite. It is most common in small children, present in the intestinal tract. So that due to the infection of Ascaris, the internal lining of the intestine is causing wounds, or due to that there is a pains in abdomen, or there is some amount of blood is occurs through the fecal material. So these are the common symptoms. Here Ascaris is endoparasite which depends on the food of the host. So here Ascaris is found in the intestine, which is showing a structure, or they may be thread-like. In case of Ascaris, male and female sexes are separate. Male is comparatively smaller than the female. The posterior end of the male, which is a hook shape. so that the ascaris which are present in the gastrointestinal tract, so that person is get discomfort along with vomiting and fever. The vomiting is caused due to the occupying the area by the ascaris in the intestine, so that the intestine get blocked and there is vomiting is possible. There is also some symptom, that is loss of appetite, or they didn't want to food, or nausea is there, or there is also symptoms like a weight loss. So these are the common symptoms of ascaris. Then mode of transmission, ascariasis is caused due to the endoparasite, that is ascaris, and that ascaris or their egg is transmitted from infected or unhygienic food material or infected hands, so that the ascaris egg is entered in our body through the fecal oral route or through the fecal material of the waste of the infected person. Then it is responsible for to developing the ascaris in our body, or it is common in small children. Then diagnosis and treatment. For the diagnosis of the disease ascariasis, microscopic test of the fecal matter or stool is examined, and there is eggs of the ascaris is found. Then the treatment is required. So diagnosis can be done by microscopic examination of the stool. For that purpose, or to control the ascaris, certain drugs like antihelminths or deworm. So deworm, D means remove, worm means worms. So to remove the worms or ascaris from the body, there is a medicine like that, deworm or antihelminths, or medicine like egg dose which are available in a medical shop. So this medicine is taken by infected person at the time of night, and in the morning it can be expelled out through the body. So it is the best treatment to control the ascariasis. Prevention and control. It can be prevented by avoiding food material by infected person, or to avoid food material which are in unhygienic condition, or drinking water which are infected by the infected person, which are very important. To control the disease, it is required to avoid all these things, such as the infected persons or infected food material, or the food material which is infected, it can be avoided. So it is very important. By washing the vegetables, before cooking, avoiding the raw food material. It is also best control for the ascariasis.